You know, if it's one thing this video has helped me realize, it is that Q&As are my weakness. I promise y'all, I recorded this video and I'm re-recording it now, but I recorded the original of this video 2.5 months ago. Didn't get around to editing it, bro. You know why it was so hard to get around to editing it? Because it was 1 hour of me yapping. Bruh. The thing that makes it difficult, and I really just underestimate it every single time I decide to do a Q&A, whether it's this channel or the other channel, is the fact that I want to cover just about everybody's questions that I can get to, like at least 30 plus, and then I will go in depth with the question to not hold y'all on like the answer. I'm like, I need y'all to know it's for real. It's not just performing like, oh yeah, I gotta get my quick views and, you know what I'm saying, make them think no, I really do love the community. So it's like I take the time to thoroughly go over the answer, but no one is trying to sit through all that. So it's like, it's a very stressful balance, but I realized what I need to do is just re-record this video. I'm only gonna be able to select a few of these questions, but just know deep in your heart that I've answered all of y'all's questions. Just some of it is lost footage now. I'm really sorry. I love y'all, man, for real. So squad, thank you for everybody that sent in questions. We're gonna get into some of these, and I'm gonna have to try and go over them as fast as possible. Let's stop yapping. Of course, slide on like button, you want to see more stuff like this, and thank you again for 10K subscribers, 11K now on this channel, bro. I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for real. Let's do this. Go crazy. Okay, and the first question is from Joji Legend. Shouts out you, go. I see you a lot in the comments. Much love, gang. You feel me? This person asked, what are my top 5 games? And I actually want to extend this to my top 10 due to the fact there's also a question of someone asking where would I rank my, you know what I'm saying, Yakuza 0 in my top games of all time. And ironically, it's in there. It's not top 5, I'm gonna be honest, but it is very close. So my top 10 games of all time I got written down here, you know what I'm saying? Numero uno, Persona 4 Golden. Oh, I cannot wait for Persona 4 Revival, bro. It's been my #1 since I played it. I just adore this game fire. But like I said, I can't drag out these answers or it's gonna take forever to get out. So I'm gonna just get to it, you know what I'm saying? Number 2, Expedition 33. Number 3, Metaphor Refantasio. All 3 you know what I'm saying, turn-based games. Kind of crazy. I'm not saying the whole genre is full of godly games, but when they get peak, they get peak. We also got Persona 5 at number 4. We have Undertale / Deltarune at number 5, which we're covering currently on the channel. Yes, even before I finished the game, because I did put this in my top 5 back when it was considered to finish around chapter 1 and 2. And even when I just played Undertale without Deltarune. So yeah, easily, even though I'm on chapter 4 right now as of recording this, Undertale / Deltarune is in my top 5. Maybe you could even get higher up. It'd be very hard though, because like, oh my god, these other top 3, they're like some god tier games. So is Undertale / Deltarune. And then we got number 6, Danganronpa V3. I need Danganronpa 2x2 ASAP, bro. I am excited. I love this series. Honestly, it's hard for me to choose sometimes between my favorites, especially between V3 and 2. And then number 7, I have Detroit Become Human, god tier turn-based game. Possibly thinking about bringing that back at some point on the channel in terms of just like doing a playthrough where I fuck around and do all these things to figure out these different outcomes. But I don't know, because I have played it before. So that number 8 is Yakuza 0. You know what I'm saying? The GOAT itself, one of the playthroughs that kicked off this channel. Shouts out to y'all for all the support, bro. Shouts out Yakuza. Shit is gas. But yeah, Yakuza 0 is definitely in the top 10 of all time. Easily. Then we got number 9, Doki Doki Literature Club. Actual peak. You know what I'm saying? I can't really say too much about that if you haven't seen it, because you do not want to get spoiled. That shit's gas. Just try it out. And number 10, another more recent pick, but genuinely it did just affect me that heavy, and I will stand on that, probably staying in my top 10 for a hot ass minute. Amori, bro. Oh my god, that is like such a good ass game. Amazing soundtrack, all that. Like I said, can't go too in depth on any of these without wasting too much of y'all's time. So yeah, that's my top 10 as of right now. Thank you for the question. All right, so the next question is from Mill1780. Shouts out Shugo. Also, this is like low-key a 2-parter question. I'm only gonna answer the first part though. I remember very vividly 2 months ago answering the second part of your question, and it made me stretch out the video even longer. Like I said, this is why I suck at Q&As, bro. I just cannot keep it short and sweet. I feel like I gotta go into every intricate little detail with y'all, so I'm gonna try and cut that habit for this video. But the first question was, you know what I'm saying, what series are you most proud of in terms of your personal enjoyment and community reception, and why? This might seem like a bit of a generic answer for this channel because it's just the most popular up here at the moment. There's some videos that have done better than, you know what I'm saying, this series videos, but as a whole, in terms of consistency, people always showing up, definitely been this series. And you probably know what I'm talking about if you're watching as of, you know what I'm saying, 2025 Yakuza, bro. Just, I feel like while there's sometimes been their ups and downs, like out of all the videos I've made, for the most part, all of them have been pretty positive, even when I have like negative, you know what I'm saying, feedback to something that happens in the game that a lot of other people like. I think a good example is when I first started, I think it was like the 4th video I made. I think Majima's introduction, which I won't spoil too much for him that hasn't seen the playthrough. You should go watch it. Legendary. It's gonna keep going. You feel me? I'm on Yakuza 4 right now as I'm recording this. But yeah, I think Majima's introduction, I didn't hate it, but I think it was one of those things that everyone fucking loved it. For me, I was like, this dude just be getting disrespected. I don't fuck with what he's doing, low-key. Like, it was a fun to watch cutscene, but I was like, I don't know about this character, bro. Get you back my go carry you. Get the fuck out of here. But then people were like, they didn't spoil. Thank God, because I know most people would spoil in this series trying to, you can't bash the GOAT. You don't understand. Later on, it gets so much better. What the fuck is wrong with you? Actually, Majima later on does this, that. He turns evil or something stupid, right? But nah, everybody was just like, you know what I'm saying, valid take, you know, but definitely let my boy cook. And that's all they had to say. It showed hella love. The video did hella well. Wasn't like a spam of fucking dislikes, fanboys, nothing like that. And that was pretty nice. I think another example is when I did, you know what I'm saying, Yakuza Kiwami 2's ending. I won't spoil that. But that was one of the only endings so far in the Yakuza series that I actually just kind of hated. I was like, ew. And a lot of people love that game, and you know, they just were like, that's cool, and everybody's gonna fuck with everything. And then there's all the moments that I have loved of the series, and just, you know what I'm saying, obviously y'all said enjoyment wise and community reception. So yeah, I feel like that has both in it. Like, I really do like the series. I do feel like some of it does get stale sometimes, so I have to take a break in between because they've used assets a lot. But overall, that's like the only gripe I have. Other than that, it's like really fucking fun, bro. It's really dope that it matches cities that are actually out there in Japan. And now I know, you know, when I go back on Japan again, which I already have visited some of the cities in there, like Kamurocho and Dotonbori and stuff like that, is really fucking dope. Then yeah, I have stuff to look forward to. Maybe I'll check out Okinawa sometimes, that ass, if that's what it's called in real life. I know they sometimes change the letters around for the fictional version. But yeah, really dope series, man. Really dope community. I do love y'all. And there's a lot of series that come close. Kind of want to say Amori for a second. I feel like the community reception, it more so blew up a little bit afterwards. You know, people that turned to Soul Squad afterwards. Shouts out y'all. Love y'all. And people that were there during the playthrough. There was a few people. It wasn't doing too well at first, but either way, I was enjoying it. And as long as the people were enjoying it with me, that was what was up. So I wouldn't say community reception was as crazy on that in the beginning, though it's done pretty well now over time. But yeah, Mori's like a close second. There's some other great series out there too, like Spider-Man, stuff like that. But on this specific channel, yeah, I'd have to go with Yakuza, bro. I love this shit. Y'all love this shit. We love to see it. Let's keep it strong till we catch up, y'all. Okay, so the homie Obscure Hours, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out an OG GOAT, bro. Bro has been there for like, what, about 5+ years now? Actual legend in the community, especially in the Discord. Join the Discord, link in the description. You feel me? You want to join the Soul Squad and get more up to date with just stuff that's going on and just chill and vibe with all of us. It's very, you know, chill. I already said that. I don't know. It's a vibe, bro. They asked 3 different questions, but I'm gonna have to choose, you know, just one random. I'll choose the one in the middle, so that way we can, you know what I'm saying, just get through this video. Not get through it because I'm not liking it, but so that way I can actually edit it and not take forever to get it out. This question asks, what is your most embarrassing moment on stream or video? Now, I feel like there's too many moments on the stream to count, especially on my older streams. So that's like the clips just speak for themselves. Don't look through my clips, okay? There's a lot of bullshit in there where it's not even necessarily embarrassing. I mean, sometimes it's me that fucked up. A lot of time it's me out of context, and people like to clip crazy shit that with context is just fine. And then out of context, it's like, there's no way he said that. And I was like, so yeah, ignoring stream for a second because there's just too many in name there. I'd say video, low key on my main channel. I think one of my first like maybe 10-15 videos was a Yu-Gi-Oh video, right, where I checked out the openings. And there was a thing I used to do back then. I was never too connected to the internet. I really never gave a fuck about all this social media stuff 24/7. Like, I was a part of it at times, did check out things, don't get me wrong, but I was pretty disconnected. So I wasn't worried about the whole seeming what do they call it now? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to get canceled, head ass. Which still now, like, a lot of time you might see me playing safe around things, but just because I do genuinely respect different perspectives and, you know what I'm saying, demographics and all type of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I got hella love for y'all. That's just how I've always been ever since a kid. I have never really, it's always felt weird to me trying to, like, be prejudiced towards other people just because they think differently than me. Unless you're directly hurting me in some way, I'm good. You do you. That's cool. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I prefacing what I'm about to say with this? It's because I wasn't really thinking about the context of this when I said it, right? Or like how it could be perceived without like proper context of my life. So, you know, us black people, you know, that sounds crazy. Why did I start like that? Me and my we refer to a lot of people. We took back a word that was used against us, nigga, or a more aggressive term, which I won't say on camera, you know what I'm saying, but we'll just say nigga, you feel me? And I even came up with another version, a more safe version, noga. You put an O instead of an I. Kind of cool. My nogas, my wogas, you feel me? Yeah, so I refer to a lot of people, just anybody, as niggas. I don't just refer to black people as niggas. It's like guy, girl, anything. I don't care. If you're a human being, I might be like nigga, like not aggressively towards you, just nigga in general. Now, let me just get to the point. So basically, I was watching the Yu-Gi-Oh openings, and one of them, there's like this one opening, Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds, that just so heavily copyrighted to where you could barely find a good version anywhere on YouTube. So, you know, me joking how I do, I always say I hate N-word, but I can't say it because YouTube, I have to like appeal when I say this and let them know I'm black, because then they think I'm racist with no context. So like, yeah, I'd be like, I hate N-word, but it's just a joke. It's like just a phrase. It's not like genuinely, it's not talking about black people. Of course, I love my people, black power. And then also like, not actually I hate human beings, but just whenever something dumb happens, I say I hate these types, like just I hate people, right? Just to keep it friendly. So I said, because of how much copyright was going on at the time with these openings, I was just trying to find a good version. In the middle of the video, I was like, bro, I hate Japanese, let's say nogas. No, I do not hate Japanese people or anything. It was just like literally just fucking around having a good time. Like obviously I didn't mean anything by that in any way. It's just like more so when you say certain things on the internet, it will be perceived a different way if someone doesn't have context of your life. So yeah. Then I had some people from Japan definitely commenting saying, why does he hate us? Why is this guy racist? Why, like, I don't know, bro. So I definitely cut that part out of the video in editing later on in the YouTube studio. So that was definitely the most embarrassing moment on video. There's definitely some other ones, like me tweaking out on an energy drink, like just making a fool of myself. And like I genuinely do have a lot of fun making a lot of these videos, but some of the ones in the earlier days, nothing about it was fake, but it was like literally the equivalent of if I was on stream or camera high as hell, because just I never had an energy drink in life, and then I took one for some video because I was like, bro, working my 9 to 5 and hopping on this, kind of tired, and that shit had me bouncing off the wall. So yeah, maybe that's like also embarrassing, but I'm taking too long this question anyway. Shouts out Obscure. Yeah, kind of embarrassing. Definitely, you know, just more of a cultural barrier, if you will, like people that aren't black that don't understand. I'm not trying to be racist. I'm just saying shit, you know, like niggas means everybody. It just be like that. All right, so the next question is from Nabil3713. Shouts out to Hugo. They ask, will I ever consider playing some Nintendo franchises such as Super Mario, The Legend of Zelda, Pikmin, Splatoon, and Kirby? It's kind of crazy you ask that, because I have to think about my answer to that even now, low-key, as you suggest, but I guess it's a better time now than never. Well, how do I feel about this? As a lot of y'all know, bro, Nintendo be on some BS. I mean, there might be some Nintendo fanboys in chat. I guess good for y'all. I'm the type that's always been like, I'm not super anti-company, like, oh my god, everybody's bad, everybody's evil in the business. You know, obviously a lot of companies can be very scummy, like, you know, some scummier than others and do a lot of shit. Nintendo, for me, ever since I was young, bro, like, they just, I don't know, like, this has been some things I've enjoyed. Like, I've owned a Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo DS, Game Boy, that's Nintendo, right? I'm pretty sure. Game Boy, stuff like that. Never like a GameCube like a lot of people, or none of that stuff. I had like an Xbox, PlayStation, but yeah, so I've definitely like been familiar with Nintendo since a child. But not only were a lot of their games a little overrated to me, whenever like friends or cousins or something were trying to play it a lot of times, like, okay, this is cool, but can you play something else? Like, and no, I wasn't, he just like to play ball games and shoot. I have not played more than maybe one 2K game in my life, and also I played like, I don't know, 3 CODs, so get off my dick. But but yeah, I don't know, Nintendo games never really appealed to me too much, and their company has always been extremely shitty. And I've heard things like them in the past copyrighting people for just playing regular Mario Kart, but I'm gonna strike you for that. Don't play our fucking game on your shit. Like, it's crazy the stuff they do, right? But I will be honest, I do feel like at some point, especially starting with Bayonetta, if I'm not mistaken, I think that is a Nintendo exclusive. I could be wrong, but just as far as I know, I do want to play some games like that. So that might be the first Nintendo game I actually ever play. as content. Aside from a couple times on stream, I've done like Mario Kart in the past, or Super Smash Bros. When people wanted me to, Mario Party. But aside from that, yeah, I haven't really played any Nintendo games, so there'd be a whole bunch I could check out, like a whole bunch of Zelda games at some point if I feel like it. Like you said, Kirby, like Super Mario, stuff like that. I have not played any of those games, at least as far as I remember, unless I was like super young. So yeah, I do think at some point I'll fold and try out some things, just as long as Nintendo's not on my dick. And as long as they just stop with the practices, because it's crazy. I got a Nintendo Switch too. I do, you know, like for content. So I'm here. I didn't buy it. Shouts out to the Go Coma. You know, he got it for me for my birthday. But, you know, I'm just like, I'm not 100% against it. Just, I'm always kind of iffy when it comes to Nintendo, because I just, like I said, I know there's a lot of companies, even ones I support now, that probably do like shitty things, but to just be like so openly, a lot of people would rather you be shitty to their face openly than to like hide and do it. Me personally, why don't you be shitty to me at all, period? And I'm gonna definitely see through that bullshit. I'm the type, I actually would want you to be sneaking rather than to my face. I know that sounds crazy, but you know why and what's the big difference? In my opinion, if someone's willing to do it to your face, either A, they're dumb as shit, or B, they're just disrespectful. They don't care. Like, what are you gonna do about it? Like, I feel like if you're sneaking at least, which is still shitty and I still don't fuck with you, it's like, one, you're respecting my intelligence. Like, okay, this nigga was not gonna tolerate any bullshit. I gotta, you know what I'm saying, keep it on the down low. And two, I look, you forgot too. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how I just forgot too. But regardless, like I said, just Nintendo was very openly very shitty and like anti-consumer, and just even aside from that, even towards content creators. Like I've heard they strike content creators like Point Crow, stuff like that, just over the most goofy shit that is in no way stealing their IP. Like even shut down charity fundraisers and shit that are just playing Smash or something. He's like, you need a license for that. So yeah, I'll probably play some Nintendo games on the channel in the future, but aside from Bayonetta, probably nothing crazy right now for the next maybe year or so. But eventually we'll probably get there, as I'm like, all right, I'll fold. I want to play some of this stuff. But yeah, I've just never been super big on Nintendo IPs, especially I don't really like when they milk certain franchises. I know a lot of people are like, as long as good games is good. I don't really like the idea of an IP getting spammed to death. And it's like, I know there's probably some IPs that I like that do like that have been going on for a long time, but it's like Nintendo is known for almost every IP they have. We're never gonna make anything. Let's just keep more Mario, more Donkey Kong, more you know what I'm saying, Kirby. Like just keep spamming. I don't like that shit personally. But yeah, so eventually I probably got y'all. Right now, aside from Bayonetta, I don't know. We'll see when, bro. We'll see when. All right, and this next question comes from Benjamin Zarkin 1293. Shouts out you. Go. Are you planning on trying more game genres out besides primarily brawlers, slash 'em up, /JRPGs? I'd recommend Valve's Portal games and maybe Half-Life, as well as a couple of really good horror games. Alien Isolation, the recent Silent Hill 2 remake. Not the horror recommendation, it'd be like that. Speaking of horror, which has been something I've done periodically, very rarely on this channel, and even the other channel, Sxmmy was here before, but just, it's one of the things I hate. But ironically enough, as of when I'm recording this, I'm pretty sure that me 2 months ago that recorded this said hell nah in terms of horror. But yeah, I am planning on hopefully this month of October doing horror all month. Just I'm like, fuck it, bro, it's time to lock in, man. If I want to do this content shit, not that I have to do horror specifically, but I have to be able to, you know what I'm saying, surpass my limits. I can't stay stagnant. So fuck it, we'll dive more into horror, even if I get pissed, and I'm probably gonna be mad as shit during those playthroughs. Like, why am I playing this? But yeah, I'm gonna play some horror definitely in the month of October. And I did finally fold a game that I said I'd probably never play. I've been playing Resident Evil 7 as of recent. If y'all haven't seen that playthrough yet, you should definitely go check it out. It's going to be a fire one. But even in regards to more than brawler / most JRPGs, I feel like I have done already more genres than that. Like, you know what I'm saying, there's like some choice-based games I got in here, like I've done Life is Strange and stuff like that. But I feel like a lot of the genres that you feel like I'm playing primarily right now, like the brawlers, like I assume Yakuza, shit like that, like the Batman series I played up here and stuff like that, and JRPGs and stuff like Deltarune, Undertale, Amori, and 100 Line Defense when I was playing that, is mainly due to the fact those are the games I'm finding like an interest in right now that are out. Right now I'm waiting for a lot of games to come out in the future. I don't know if, what type of genre would Ghost of Yotei be actually? Give me one second, let me check this out. Okay, yeah, Ghost of Yotei I guess is still considered similar to what I've been doing, because it's like action adventure / role playing, and that'd make it JRPG. I think it's from Japan, if I'm not mistaken, which I always get mixed up between a lot of JRPGs. I instantly just think turn-based, I'm gonna be honest, type games. But yeah, so I still say that probably is my preferred content lane just because I find a lot of the games in that genre interesting, but I do still plan on playing different things, even aside from that on occasion, like maybe Sonic, stuff like that. So don't be afraid to recommend me things. I know you brought up Half-Life. I think I wrote that down on my list of things to possibly try. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know when I'd get to that, if I do, or how much I'd like it. As well as I know things like Alien Isolation is apparently terrifying as shit. Maybe if I can get through Resident Evil 7, I'll be fine. But just, I don't know, you're gonna have to give me a second to try and digest that type of shit. That is definitely not up my alley, but I do plan on playing other types of genres. Don't worry, I'm not gonna always just be stuck to like just one type of thing, but I will obviously have my preferred alley, which is what I'm doing at the moment currently. So yeah. Okay, and the last question for today's video, this legendary 10k Q&A, if you will, is from the GOAT Cinder36. Yo, shouts out my GOAT. One of the few people I was speaking about Mario earlier, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, not so many people were there at the beginning, but some of the Soul Squad homies were there, even when it was like just maybe like 100 views in a day or something like that, maybe even less than that, which is did better now, which I appreciate y'all. It's all because of y'all supporting, helping me get through. Not even saying helping me get through, because it's still a fire ass game in general. It's easy to get through, but more so just like, okay, as long as somebody's there, I got y'all with it, rather than playing it by myself. This is one of the ghosts that was there. I remember you being there in hella videos, bro. Shouts out to you. They ask, what's the biggest factor in your life that's helped you learn how to go with the flow? I get the vibe that people could honestly learn a lot from you and your outlook on things. Honestly, I'm debating how to answer this, because go with the flow, it's like, help me learn to do that. When I think of go with the flow, now I could be answering this in a way that you didn't mean, so sorry if that's the case, you can clarify in the comments, but I assume you mean like just with the flow of society and being able to, you know, just get through daily life. And honestly, I feel like the way I learned to go with the flow is to do my own thing and honestly go against it. And that doesn't mean 24/7 just go against the grain. If everybody else likes this, fuck that shit. Honestly, I'm gonna do me. But it is like at the same time, it's like I have to be able to take a step back, even if everybody's either enjoying this thing, disagreeing with this thing, like, oh, this is the only way to live your life, something like that. I have to be able to take a step back, ignore all the outside noise for a second. I could take advice if I need it and more help on making an informed decision on what I want to do in regards to anything, but I need to be able to take a step back and just think, what do I want for myself and where do I see myself going, you know? And I feel like that takes a lot of just deeper reflection of self and journey. Honestly, I feel like when I turned 18 and then I finally moved out at 19 by myself, well, I had a roommate, but yeah, just started experiencing life and realizing more and more about myself. I was able to make even better decisions for myself, just seeing cool things. I didn't have money to go on a whole bunch of vacations, nothing crazy. It was all within my city, but it was more so just moving at my own pace, you know, basic job, and then just you know, check things out, whether it's like a party here or there, like just like beach, nature, just talking to friends, hanging out, doing all types of cool things. I feel like I don't know, I don't even know if I take advice from myself. It just kind of, it's like, it feels a bit vague the way I describe it, but it's more so, it's one of those things, it's hard to just describe my personality. I guess a lot of it will be based off what you see me do, and that doesn't mean do exactly what I do. You could take influence from it, just like I take influence from things. But the main thing you want to do to be able to go with the flow of life is to not go with the flow of what everybody else does, but go with your own flow. And if you don't know what your own flow is, then, you know, you just take a step back. Don't listen to everybody else for just a minute. Take a breath and, you know, discover some new things. Like, see what you do, like, see what fits your personality, what feels right when you do it. Like, you know what I'm saying, from left to right. Like, hopefully this is what you're asking with this question. But yeah, I feel like if you're definitely asking just like getting through day-to-day life and like how to be the best you, definitely taking a second to breathe and just, you know, exploring yourself and your enjoyment and what attaches and connects you the most. Like for me, it's music, anime, and just great vibes with people, like friends, family, stuff like that. Like I was very detached from a lot of people, I feel like, in general, especially like when I wasn't an adult yet. My earlier stages of life, I was very cut off. Like I did have some select friends I was very close to, but aside from that, like just about everybody, like I just didn't care. I was like more so just focused on me. Then slowly, as I opened up and discovered what I liked, I realized, you know, one of the things I did like is seeing other people succeed and do great too, and it motivates me to also do great. So that's how I go with the flow day by day. and just getting up and getting out there and just staying motivated, honestly. And it goes back to with the motivation thing, not to drag this too long, fuck, I'm making this long again, but yeah, the motivation thing too, in case that's what you're talking about when you say go with the flow or just keep pushing and grinding. Definitely finding my favorite things that get me locked in a mood. That's why I obsess over some of the music in these video games, because music has just always spoke to me on another level. Now I will say I'm lazy, I don't even know, like there's some people out there that like study what is it called, music, is it even called music science, music theory, things like that, just learning every single intricate detail, all that. For me, it's not even about all that, bro. It's just like feeling it. I feel something in my body, in my bones, that just speaks to me on different levels. And honestly, I use that for motivation a lot of times. Waking up in the morning when I'm just like, bro, I really don't feel like doing shit right now, or just like getting through hard moments, right? Just always pop in some music or like a nice game, or if I can't do any of that, just think of a nice song if I don't have access to any of that at the moment. So that's my thing, and hopefully y'all can always find your thing as well. You know, I do feel like a lot of people that are part of Sxmmy that found and resonate with me, for sure music might be your thing. Not that it has to, but yeah, definitely. So hopefully one of these things I just rambled about answers your question in terms of how I go with the flow. I think that's what you were trying to say in terms of you know what I'm saying, life. But let me know in the comments, I'll try and re-answer it if that's not what you're talking about. All right, and that is all of the questions that I can get to for today with this Q&A, man. Sorry that I couldn't get to every single one. I tried to do the ones that I feel like a lot of people wanted to hear about, or at least multiple people would be interested in seeing, even in the future, looking at this video maybe years down the road. But yeah, a lot of y'all still had pretty good questions that were more like personal, whether you're asking about a specific series, if I'm gonna check it out, things like that, how much I enjoyed this or that. I really did enjoy all of them, man. And like I said in a past video, I responded to all of these, but I just cannot edit all that shit. That was just too much. But yeah, man, hopefully y'all enjoyed. I don't know when I'm gonna do another one of these. If so, it probably will not be in my room. It'll probably be somewhere extravagant. I don't know, going to the beach or something, doing something crazy, and then answering questions there. Just change up the vibe and the scenery. But yeah, there's just a little basic 10K Q&A for you 10,000 amazing people out there, 11,000 now, that have supported and joined the Sxmmy, man. I really do appreciate it and love y'all, and hopefully y'all enjoyed this and the future content that is to come. I got y'all, man. Of course, y'all want more content, check me out on my socials. You know, I'm not up there that much right now, but I'll be up there eventually, just taking a detox. You know what I'm saying? Like Twitter, Instagram, fuck Twitter, why did I even bring that up? But yeah, Twitter, Instagram, and then of course, like, you know, Twitch, stuff like that, and Discord, link in the description. So yeah, man, I do love y'all, man, so much as a community. Fuck, I'm waffling, but just I want to get the point across that seriously, that'll mean the world to me, Sxmmy. And I want to see y'all do great in your lives, for real. Like, all of us need to strive and thrive together. It's one thing if I make it out of something that I like, but it's not gonna hit the same if I don't see anybody else succeed with me. So, you know, that doesn't mean just fame or money or anything like that. That's not what success is. Success is what you enjoy and what makes you happy and what helps you get up in the morning like, damn, yeah, I'm gonna give on this again today, even if it's just something that you keep to yourself. So yeah, keep pushing, y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. As always, make sure you take it easy. Go crazy. I should have gotten a haircut before this video. Fuck, and peace.